Welcome to the land of many faces. Not one, not two, but six different races. You know when the sun kisses your skin, you're in.
The recorded history of Guyana can be dated back to 1499, when the Alonso de Ojeda's first expedition arrived from Spain at the Essequibo River. He was a navigator, governor, and conquistador. However, historians speculate that the first set of people to reach Guyana made their way from Asia, maybe as much as 35,000 years ago, who formed the structure of Amerindian society in the Guyanas. They were the Arawaks and Caribs. The Dutch were the first Europeans to settle in what is now known as Guyana, where they found fertile soils and favorable weather conditions. In 1658, under the rule of the Dutch West Indian Company, 4 sugar plantations were established on the Pomeroon River in Essequibo. As the agricultural productivity of the Dutch colonies increased, a labor shortage emerged. The indigenous population were poorly adapted to work on the plantations, and many people died from diseases introduced by the Europeans. The Dutch West Indian Company turned to the importation of enslaved Africans, who rapidly became the key element in the colonial economy. The enslaved Africans were considered an essential element of the colonial economy. Their working conditions were brutal. Sugar plantations continued to spread across Demerara and Berbice colonies. Demerara sugar is so named because originally it came from the sugarcane fields in the colony of Demerara. It was the preferred sugar by the British. Portugal, Holland, France, Spain, and Britain were all competing for colonies in the West. And countries and colonies changed hands frequently, and there was a continuous movement of settlers. On 21st of July 1831, Demerara Essequibo united with Berbice as British Guyana, now known as Guyana. The slave rebellions in 1763 and 1823 were sentimental moments in the nation's history. On the other hand, East Indians came as indentured laborers who worked in order to provide for their families back home. The Indian immigration scheme commenced in 1838 with a temporary halt from July 1839 to 1845, after which it continued virtually uninterrupted till 1917. After unsuccessful attempts throughout the 19th century to attract Portuguese workers from Madeira, the estate owners were again left with inadequate supply of labor. Some 14,000 Chinese came to the colony between 1853 and 1912. Like their Portuguese predecessors, the Chinese forsook the plantations for their retail trades and soon became assimilated into Guyanese society. On the 26th of May 1966, Guyana gained independence from Britain.
Not one, not two, but 6 different races. You know when the sun kisses your skin, you're in the right.